Okay, so this is a quick tutorial on how to make paper flowers. So what you're going to need is paper, and this is just regular 8.5 by 11 paper. I have some colored paper, tape, scissors. I'm using a glue gun. You can use glue sticks, and again, you don't have to use tape. You can use glue, regular glue, or just a glue gun. So what we're going to do is you need to create the flower in layers. So your first layer is going to be about 7 sheets of paper. And all you're going to do, literally, is take the paper and you're just going to rough cut a leaf. And you're going to use the whole sheet. And you can add ridges for interest. Do from my base layer is about 7 of these. Don't throw away your scraps. So 7 leaves, and you can see these are not the prettiest, and I don't use a pattern, just really rough cut. Your bottom layer is going to have 7 leaves. Your middle layer will have 8 leaves. Your third layer is going to have about 6 leaves, and then the center of the stamen is going to be really easy, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to put this aside. I've already cut some leaves. Okay. So as you can see, I literally have 3 sizes of leaves. Full sheets here. These are made from the scraps. And to make these leaves here that are smaller, all you're doing is you're folding a sheet of paper in half. And you're going to get 2 leaves out of this because you're just going to rough cut it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because flowers are not perfect. Their leaves, if you look at them, are really imperfect. And so you go. So these are these leaves here. Okay. I always save these because this is what I make the little leaves out of. So you could just use the scrap portions. Okay. So cutting's done. So smaller leaves, bigger leaves. Okay. Now to assemble this, I'm going to put the leaves aside. I'm just working with the bigger leaves right now. And basically what I do is I take the leaf, and this is the leaf part. So I'm going to lay them, this is how they're going to get connected. And this is where I use glue and tape. So you're going to end up with a hole in the middle. So you're going to layer about 7 together. So however you layer them, you're going to end up with the hole in the middle, right? So you can literally just glue these together. What I like to do is I like to add dimension. To do that, all you do is you basically just fold in the middle here, like that. And then this is where I use tape, or you can use glue. I just use tape because it's faster for me. And I don't have glue sticks right now, like regular glue sticks. And you just tape the bottom. So when you start layering them, you get some that are folded up like this. And you can do like every other, or you can do them all like that. And again, all I do is fold in the middle, and then fold out, and then I just kind of squish this to the side. And just run a dab of glue along the edge like that. And it doesn't have to be a ton of glue. Now you're just gonna lay and press. Okay. So when we're adding our second layer, we don't want to add it at the same level. You want to add it, you're going to bring it down a little. So you're going to start to fill in that hole. And you can add it like to the creases, drizzle some glue on there. Then you'll make sure that that second layer is a little bit lower than the previous layer. And that actually adds dimension. our medium-sized leaves, we're going to do the exact same thing. And you don't have to worry about putting these higher or lower, or because they're already smaller. So just press them in there. So now we have 1, 2, 3 layers. So now we're going to do the teeny tiny scrap ones in the same way. And you're just going to lay these in the middle. And these you don't have to like double fold. You can just do a single fold. So we're going to now work off of the middle here. And just place them in there. So we're good there. So now the center of the flowers have a little stamen in there. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a sheet of paper and just cut a strip. Doesn't matter. You can do long strip, medium strip. Then you're going to fold whatever strip you cut. You're going to fold that in half, right? And then you're going to accordion fold it rough. And I just do this out of laziness because me and cutting aren't the best. And then you're just going to make slits. And you don't want to cut your slits to the edge. You want to leave that edge, that folded edge, intact because we're going to use that to glue our stamen down. Alright, so once you do a couple slits, you open it. Okay, so it's open. You just want to rough these a little bit. So now what I do is you can just start gluing this in here. Actually, I'm going to cut this because this one is a little too long. I don't think I need the whole, all of it. I'm just going to use half. Just throw some glue in there. I like to do a good amount of glue, and then you're just going to kind of roll this, rough roll, right? And you're just going to press it in there. Try not to burn yourself. I always burn myself. And then just rough it up. There you go. Okay. So you could actually hang this. We could say that this is done right now. I don't know if you could see that really well. Okay. So we could call this done, but I'm not going to call it done. So now what I like to do is you can either add color to the edges with a marker, just roughly. What I like to do though is I like to take them and I like to roll the leaves and kind of crinkle them. And all you do is like a soft roll and crunch and go. Some of them, you know, roll them under for inches because all depends on how that fold is, the original fold you had. So go with the fold, never go against the fold. And there you have it. This is, I think it's about 15 inches. It's more than a foot, so it's about 15 inches. The back, you can actually put felt on the back if you want it to, with a little hanger, so it makes it easier for the hang. If you want to hang these like off of a ceiling, you put, I would recommend dabbing more glue back here and then putting a string that runs from the bottom up one of the leaves. Or if you're going to staple it, staple the leaves on the inside so you don't see the staples. But that's it. That's our giant flower.